if you have a kid in a toy store or a kid going out at the checkout counter and I want that Snickers bar. I want it. Ma. You gonna give that kid that Snickers bar? Just to quiet it down? What message is that kid getting? And who's responsible for the message? You are, not the kid. Kid's gonna try it. That's normal. I want. Okay. Now, how do you respond to that want from there? You have to teach this child you cannot scream to get what you want, and you have to have manners, and you have to understand that this isn't always going to happen. That's a teaching opportunity that when you go out in public often gets lost. The last thing that little kid's going to get is that candy bar. It's just not going to happen. The easiest way to deal with that at that moment is to say no and then let the lesson marinate, because that tool of screaming didn't work. Whose responsibility is it to teach that lesson to that child who's being a child? You, not the kids. It's you, right? No? Just saying. It may not be something that the public wants to deal with, but that's my kid. And if people tell me you should just give them the candy bar, and that's happened, I'm like, go away. Just be calm, go away. As a parent, it's my decision to respond to that person telling me how to parent. It's not the kid's responsibility to respond. It's mine. It's not the kid's responsibility to not respond. It's mine. Take that situation, and that kid needs you now. Needs you. Because if you keep allowing all of these things that it wants, if you keep giving the kid what it wants when it's screaming, what are you doing? You're playing for the future here. So this moment of pain, this moment of discomfort for the child is a lesson that you cannot always get what you want. Or we could go online and type in, how do I stop my kid from throwing a temper tantrum when he wants something? Well, there's a bunch of advice you can get online. There's groups for it, right? And I think we could find someone that would say, give him a different item. So if he wants the Snickers bar, but you don't want him to have it, give him something else. Like give him some chiclets. Give him some soothing so he understands that he's loved. Give him a transitional item, right? Like let him look at your phone. Just distract him. Don't teach him that that's socially unacceptable. Don't teach him that he's disrupting people in a public setting. Give him something else that he wants. And if he's really good, give him the Snickers bar at the end of it. That should work, don't you think? So when you teach purely positive, what are you doing? When you take a dog that's barking and you give it a bone, what are you doing? You're doing the same thing. You don't want to make the kid uncomfortable and you don't want to make the dog uncomfortable. Well, if you're never going to be uncomfortable, you're never going to learn anything.